All right, so what's good, YouTube? Today's video, I got the 5 most common mistakes people make when making glow beats or melodies. Let's jump right into it. All right, so mistake number 1, and I say this literally all the time, sound selection, bro. A lot of times I see a lot of dudes, they use like a weak ass brass, or like that Venexi brass, that octave brass that he put in his what kit was that? That he put in his 3K stash kit. Stop using that brass, bro. Don't get me wrong. Some melodies, it works. Emphasis on some melody. You don't need to put it in every single like loop. It's just, it don't fit. Like for example, this is a melody that I've made. Pause, but you hear how tight, low, and full the brass is? Hey, yo. It fits this melody perfectly. So now, for example, if I were to go get that Venexi octave brass, which I'm gonna do right now, and this is what that sounds like. Like it don't sound that bad, but at the same time, you can find a better sound. Like it's not like use some sound selection. The brass that I used originally is the OG FS brass. That brass will be in my next sound kit, Hammerhead. Another version of this brass is in my Megalodon V2 sound kit, and it's in my Quantum Serum Bank. Yes, I made a GLO serum bank with actual brass sounds in it. And by the way, I made the Crusty Crew Anthem melody with that sound kit.
Brand new bag for bro, but I didn't pay for it.
With that being said, let's move on to number 2. All right, so for number 2 is definitely chord progression. I see a lot of producers making this mistake a lot. They have an odd chord progression that really just doesn't go with the type of beat that they're trying to make, especially glow beats. With glow beats, the chord progression, especially with the melody bass line, should be the simplest part of the beat. There's no reason to have like 80 different chord switch ups and all that. Like that's cool, but that ain't glow. And so I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So I made this melody recently, and this actually one shot, which is that FS brass I was talking about. This chord progression is one of the simplest glow chord progressions in the world, and it gets the job done every time. Like 80% of my melodies literally have a chord progression with this variant. It's just in a different key. So if you want to steal this chord progression, be my guest. If there's no like copyrights on this, but I feel like this will really help out a lot of producers. You see how simple this chord progression is? It literally just goes from B to D sharp. And that simple 4-note increase is crazy. That's just a quick side note. If you go 1 and then you go up, or up 1, 2, 3, 4, it creates that effect. Now, say if I had some crazy chord progression, I brought this up 4, I brought this down 4, and then I brought this up like 7. Like it wouldn't sound right at all. I'm gonna play it, and I see this happen with so many producers' beats, and it's just, I had to make a video on it. You see how that just kind of like killed the vibe? It was cool up here, and then as soon as it went down low, it was like, yo, I'll get my point, man. I just had to bring this out and show y'all real quick. All right, so let's move on to number 3. I'm talking about number 3, and I'm holding up a 2. Number 3. All right, so number 3 is definitely drum selection when it comes to your beats. A lot of producers, they tend to use like weird 808s and like the hi-hats and claps is slurping the beat up, and all you hear is boom, boom, boom. Like, bro, like, nah. Leave space for the artist, bro. Yeah, you can make those crazy beats, those I wouldn't call them Glory T type beats, but because Glory T, he has a style where he leaves space for the artist. Like with Glory T's beats, rappers actually get on his beats because he leaves space for the artist. Just don't put a whole bunch of drum sounds in your beats. Like, you gotta find pockets for the artist to rap over your beats with. Plus, on top of that, it'll make your glow beat sound so much cleaner and easier to listen to. There's not too many rhythms going around to where it's hard for the listener to catch the beat. And so I'll play a beat so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Shout out What You Doing Michi on a loop on this beat. I'll put his Instagram up here on the screen. So you can definitely hear what I'm talking about. Now I'll explain a few key points as well with my drums. And keep in mind, all of these drums are from my upcoming Hammerhead sound kit. I'll give you guys more details on that soon. Just know it's in the works. So you can see I put 16th notes on my hi-hats, but the hi-hats sit behind the beat. So they're not up front and present, leaving the artist no room to rap on it. These keep the rhythm of the beat as well. And then with the clap pattern, I kept it real simple. I only put a couple skips here and there, and that was just to accent the rhythm that the 16-note hi-hat were giving off. It's like a call and response type of thing. So with this open hat, small little accent in the background. You're not supposed to hear it. You're just supposed to kind of feel it as the rhythm goes on. This snare happens once throughout the whole 8 bars of the drum pattern. And this Rari snare is just there for that specific roll at the end to let the listener know we're moving on to the next part of the beat. And so I'm gonna play this again so you guys can hear what I'm talking about. You can definitely picture your favorite GLO artist on one of these beats. It's simple, it's open, and it's just enough to keep the listener's ear, and it's not taking up the full beat with a million different rhythms to listen to. All right, so let's move on to number 4. All right, so number 4 is don't be afraid to get creative with your beats. A lot of GLO producers, I can kind of get myself into this category, but we tend to make the same type of GLO beats and melodies. But don't be afraid to venture in the D-Rich style, a DJ Plug style with more futuristic sound. Don't be afraid to venture in unorthodox type of GLO, like kind of like this beat I have right here. Michi sent over another loop and I did some drums on it. The drum pattern is different, but it still takes inspiration from bass qualities of GLO, just minus like the brass. So I'm gonna play it so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about.
Man, cut this shit up.
You can hear how it's GLO inspired. The drums we use, especially the instruments Michi used, he went with more of a, I don't even know if this is a key or a certain type of synth, that offbeat rhythm, the dun dun dun, that is very GLO inspired. Think of all your Zaytoven melodies with that organ. That's really where he took the inspiration from. It's still GLO, but it's just different. Don't be afraid to venture off and give yourself some new ideas. Especially with my drum pattern. The drum pattern it's simple, but it doesn't stick to that 2-step hi-hat or 16th note hi-hat. The clap pattern is different, snare rolls and the snares to add a different texture to that beat, so it's not just sounding the same overall. And make sure when you're doing this that there is a possibility to become too creative. When you're doing this, make sure everything fits the vibe that you're going for. Make sure everything is controlled and not just all over the place. And so I'll play it again so you can hear what I'm talking about. All right, so number 5 is the last mistake, which is you don't got the right kit. You don't got the Megalodon V2 sound kit. You don't got the Glory Stash kit. You don't got the Secret Stash kit. You don't have the Quantum Serum. So let me put y'all on, man. I got this company called Audio Vault. Shameless plug right here. We got crazy deals going. I got a deal right now where I can get you the all you need GLO bundle. Literally 4 of my sound kits. It's the Mission, Megalodon V1, Megalodon V2, and the Quantum Serum Bank. Mission Loop Kit is a whole bunch of GLO melodies that'll get you started and you're ready to go. I got midis in there too. Megalodon V1 is what started my GLO journey. So all of my bass sounds, all of the essentials are in there. Megalodon V2 builds on the essentials of Megalodon V1. It's got a drum kit, a one-shot kit, a mixer preset kit, a MIDI kit, a loop stash, and an idea starter stash for you loop creators out there. And all of those are filled to the brim with all of the bass sounds, mandatory sounds, and even secret sounds. I even put like the old trap tags in there. With the Quantum Serum Bank, it's literally GLO, but like for more underground. So if you like more of those Zay Skills, Keo type of beats, you can even make Hyperpop and Rage with that. That's so versatile, and that deal is going for a crazy price right now. Audio Vault got the Megalodon bundle where you can just get Megalodon V1 and V2 and you'll be set. And then last but not least, the Hammerhead sound kit. When Hammerhead drops, I'm pretty sure you guys will be set, and I might just have to stop making sound kits because everything I'm putting in there, you guys will be good. And then to expand on that, just make sure you guys have other kits as well. It don't just have to be my kits. Nexi's Trap Stash kit, as well as this 3K sound kit. Those are great sound kits for GLO. I'd love to work with them one day. Maybe we can get some sound kits going. That'd be awesome. I'd love to work with bro. What you doing, Michi? He's got a great sound kit. I'm pretty sure he took it down from his Instagram, but you can definitely DM him and go cop it. I'll leave his Instagram in the description. It's called the What You Doing Michi Stash Kit. You can cop it from, I'm pretty sure it's like 30 bucks, but definitely worth it. That'll literally get you everything, just like the Megalodon kit. There's also the GLOFELS 2K13 stash kit. My boy G-Fells, he's fire. It has more of that old Chief Keef style, Lil Uzi Vert type of style of GLO. Oh, and also Zaytoven stuff. If you like that type of stuff, definitely go cop that. Do your research before you cop any one sound kit. Look at the previews. Do the previews match up with the type of beats that you are trying to make? If not, don't cop the sound kit. A lot of these other kit makers, they make kits and then they only put like 1 or 2 sounds that are actually usable in the kit. Whereas like me and the other producers that I mentioned, we strive to make every single sound in the kit as usable as possible. Like for Megalodon V2, I released that kit in July. I was using that kit all the way from January and was actually making it in November. I was using it all the way until then because I wanted it to be as usable as possible. There's no sense in me making a sound kit just for people to use 2 sounds and then never touch the sound kit again. You want people to get their value. There's no better feeling in the world than making a beat and everything's going in motion, you're in flow state, and the kit you're using is really perfect and it has all the sounds that you need to make your best beat. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in. That's my list of 5 mistakes that producers make when making GLO beats. Let me know down in the comments which other tutorials. Somebody said mixing tutorial, that'll be coming up soon. I didn't forget that. And yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night and y'all be easy.